Hello everyone, welcome to the Canadian Edge. Time to do another knife review. I hope you're enjoying these reviews. Please hit the like and subscribe button and leave a comment about the video. And we're going to get into this review. And today's knife is the Kershaw Wire. Kershaw Wire has a blade length of 3.25 inches. It's open, it's 7.75 inches. And closed, we have a handle length of 4.5 inches. The steel is the budget steel 8CR 13 MOV. It's got a clip point blade on it. The weight on this is 3.8 ounces. So not a bad weight to it. And the handle is the carbon fiber with the G10 underneath it. And then you got the stainless steel liners under that. And open spine on it, make it easy for cleaning. And you got the spacers, and I don't know if you can see on these. These guys are blue on this one. I guess just a little aesthetic to make the knife look a little different. And so yeah, they put little blue spacers in there. Not sure why, but it's a nice little aesthetic on it. So yeah, you got the carbon fiber over the G10. The pocket clip on it, it's a short pocket clip. And it's fairly stiff, but it goes into the pocket fairly easily, and it is deep carry, but it's only one position, and that's the right hand carry. And this one is tip down carry, so a lot of people aren't crazy about that. It's something I can work around, but other people prefer the tip up, and I do as well. And you can see the blade lines up fairly well on this. I didn't do any adjusting to it, so it's doing pretty good. It is a liner lock, and you've got the jimping on the lock there, so make it easier. And it is flipper tab opening or the dual thumb stud. And if you've watched other videos, I'm not crazy, and I don't even get this one to work with the thumb stud. And I prefer not to even have the thumb studs if I've got a flipper open knife. I prefer using the flipper, way easier, in my opinion. But yeah, they put the thumb studs on there, and some people like the thumb studs. So there they are. You have the dual thumb studs on here as well. It has the Speed Safe Assist that Kershaw is famous for, and this one's quite a snappy assist on there, and so it opens pretty good. It lets you know that it's open. And you've got a little bit of a choil here, which helps with the sharpening, and the edge is ground, well, not quite even. This side is pretty off. You start out small and gets big on the belly and then goes smaller towards the tip. This side's a little more even, but it's a fairly thin sharpening grind on there. So, and you do have some jimping on the blade and a little bit on the handle here, and as I said, on the liner lock as well. So yeah, the wire so far, I've been really impressed with this knife. I carried this now for the last week, and I've enjoyed carrying this knife. It's pretty decent. And some of the things I like about it, I like the aesthetics of it. It's quite a nice looking knife, in my opinion. That's kind of what attracted me to it in the first place. Especially like the look of the blade. You got a swedge up here that is good looking, and then I think the blade looks really nice on this. I like the ergonomics of this knife. You watched the last review, I did the halogen, which is this knife, and you can see it is a little bit thinner in the back end than this one, and the ergonomics I just find better on the wire than on the halogen. I didn't find it quite as comfortable in the hand as the wire is. It has just that little bit extra back here, which just fits my hand nicely, and I have medium-sized hand, so yeah, it fits into my hand pretty good. I'm enjoying that, the way that is. I really like the jimping on here. When I first looked at it, I thought, are you kidding me? Because if you can see that, it's not much jimping at all. It's like 3 little spaces there, and I thought, well, that's kind of a waste of time. But it is actually just perfect, especially for this knife. It gives you such great purchase on this knife. I'm really pleased with the jimping now that I've actually tried it rather than just looking at it. So it gives you a good purchase. And then with the cutaway here and how the handle is curved here, it actually gives you quite decent grip, especially for a carbon fiber handle, because as you know, if you've watched any of my videos with the carbon fiber handles, they are slippery when you get them wet. And so this actually, it gives you fairly decent purchase. I think you'd be okay even with a wet hand on this knife. It's a comfortable in the hand, and it's actually quite comfortable in the pocket too. I found that because it is a little bit bigger knife, you do notice it, of course, but it fits in the pocket really well. I actually don't mind it at all in the pocket. Again, I'm not a real fan of the assisted opening, and I can't give you an actual reason why. I prefer manual opening to the assisted opening, but the assisted opening on this is quite nice. It's really snappy. It pops open really well, and so you know you've got some assist there, and it's just not fidget friendly, and I like playing with my knives. Opening is fine, but closing, you can do it one-handed, but it's not as nice as the knives. You can just drop it closed and flip it open, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. So, and the pockets clip, one of the things I don't care for is, if you can see the screws on the pocket clip, they actually stick out quite a bit. I would have preferred to have those flush, and yeah, so they do stick out quite a bit, and so having those flush would have been a little nicer. It hasn't stuck in my pocket because of that, but that is extra wear and tear on your pants pocket, so I would rather that they were flush. Let's take a look and see what we've had. Fairly decent luck with the HCR to see that they've been sharp out of the box, and this one seems to be following suit. It cuts fairly easy, at least that paper, not a lot of effort there. Do the old zip tie, zap strap, see how that works out. And try not to smack into anything here, but whoops, it slides up the belly. So it goes through there, trying to pull it rather than cut it. How does it do through the nylon cord? Well, that one, again, I cut that just by pulling back on the cord, not by pushing the knife. Try that with this knife. Oh, same thing. Just pulling back on the cord and the knife cuts through it. So size-wise, if you are familiar with the Benchmade Mini Griptilian and also the Mini Osborne. So it's a mid-size knife. It has some good size to it. It's a knife that I wouldn't feel bad carrying as an everyday carry knife. I think this would do a good job. Again, I find it really comfortable in the hand. Like that jimping on the back. Makes it for a good grip, especially because it is a carbon fiber handle. So yeah, I would find this actually a good knife to carry as an everyday carry. And it's inexpensive. It was just around 30 bucks for it. So if you're looking for a good inexpensive knife, easy to sharpen, I think this would be a good knife for anybody that's looking for a budget-friendly everyday carry. So that is the Kershaw Wire. I'll be doing another review in a few days. Thank you for joining me on this review. Until we meet again, you stay safe and stay sharp.